Guys, we hit another breakthrough at Digital VGA when it comes to lead gen, all right? We are now generating a $1 exclusive real-time final expense lead for a buck. So in this video, we're going to go over the details. We're going to go over how these leads are generated. We're going to go over expectations when it comes to contact rate, sales rate, average premium. We'll talk about who these leads are for, and just give you guys an overview of this lead to see if this is for you, because this lead does not exist at any agency across the industry. No one is selling these leads to agents. If they are, they're selling them at a massive markup. Okay, so yeah, let's get into the details here. I'm gonna make my screen bigger real quick. Okay. So these leads are exclusive. They are never resold. Okay. They go to you and only you. We're not an MLM multi-level hierarchy agency that's going to resell your leads. Okay. They only go to you. These leads are received in real time. This isn't an age lead either. A lot of people will make assumptions that, okay, this must be aged, this must be shared. No, exclusive to you. They're posted in real time to your CRM or to your Go High Level CRM, whichever you use, and it's yours. You own it 100%. There's no reselling of it whatsoever. Okay. These leads come with a full name, first and last, date of birth, address, email, and phone number. So it's not just a name, a state, and an email or phone number. You're getting a lot of information for a buck. Right? And we have TCPA compliance trusted form certificates on every single lead that comes in. These are TCPA compliant. If there's ever any sort of complaint, and we've never had a complaint on these, but it's important to us that we're always compliant and we put agents in the safest possible position, that every single one of these has a TCPA certificate, compliance certificate, where it has their IP address, a date stamp on everything where they filled out the form, so that we can prove that they filled out the form. Okay. And you can see here, we have our own disclosure on here and whatnot. Okay. So this lead is going to have the same ad copy. So what's important about this is it's going to say the same thing every time. Okay. This headline that you see up here, get up to $40,000 of final expense life insurance with no exam plus guaranteed approval, is on every ad. It doesn't deviate. That's the only ad copy we're using. And so hint, hint, if you're out there trying this, we tried different variations. This is the one that works the best. Okay. So anyway, so how are these leads generated? Well, number one, if you look at this image here, this is on one of the websites that displays our offer, but it's on thousands and thousands of websites. Okay. So we generate these leads through partnerships and placements in registration flows. And we leverage programmatic advertising. That's basically, guys, it's a technical way of saying that we market to the senior demographic on websites they're already using. So through, newer technology, we're able to only show ads to people 50 to 85 years old. And, these websites, they're not showing this ad for people outside of that age range. They're just showing this ad, in that age range. And that's a piece of programmatic advertising that I mentioned before. And yeah, it's on thousands and thousands of websites. And so it's a matter of us on the back end just kind of deciding how much we're going to spend in a day for lead flow, and we can crank this thing up. Okay. So this lead is available to any digital VGA agent or agency. So if there's any agencies, any IMOs under us, your agents have access to this lead. We can post it to Go High Level or our CRM. And so all of our agencies typically use a different CRM than ours. Typically Go High Level, so we can post it to your Go High Level. No markup, still a buck a piece. Okay. We can generate these leads in volume. So expectations, guys, let's go over those. So contact rate is 10 to 20%, depending on your activity. You don't put any activity in, obviously you're not going to get 10%, you get 0% contact rate. I'm going to assume that if you're making 150 plus dials every single day on these leads, you will get a 10% to 20% contact rate. Okay. And I want to be clear, these leads require a lot of activity to make work, but agents are making them work. All right. The 10 to 20% you're probably thinking is low, especially if you're working Facebook leads. You're getting above that, way above that. But you have to think about the cost here. This is $1, and it will always be $1. It's not a fluctuating $8 to $12, $13 Facebook lead that you're buying. Okay. So this is always going to be $1. And when you look at the cost per conversation or cost per contact, it makes a lot of sense. Okay. You're paying 10 to 20 bucks a contact. A lot of you guys are paying 10 to 20 bucks for a lead. You're getting 10 to 20 bucks for a contact here, if you're making the dials, of course. Okay. And you can expect a 1% to 3% closing rate if you make the dials and follow our sales process. Okay. Now, you're probably thinking that's low too, but if you work the numbers, your acquisition cost of a client is anywhere from $33 if you're at 3% or to $100 if you're at 1%. And guys, if you just close 1 out of 100, that's a $100 acquisition cost on a $900 average annual premium case. Okay. It works. You just got to put in the dials and the effort to do this. So I will make this comparison right now. If you're having success working Facebook leads, keep working Facebook leads. Do not switch to this. Okay. This takes a lot more activity, a lot more effort. There's a lot more intent with Facebook leads. And I mean, all social media leads, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, whatever you're working there, a lot more intent than with these leads. Okay. So if you're having success there, don't even think about this. But if you are, if you're going through a cash crunch and you need something, this is a great backup lead. Okay. If you're going through a sales slump or your campaigns are taking a while to get off the ground, or your campaigns are just a lot higher for some reason, AEP's coming up, and let's say your campaign skyrocket, and now you're paying double what you were paying before. This is a good backup lead to fill in the gaps until it comes back down. Okay. It's good to have this lead in your back pocket, especially if you're tight for money. Okay. And if you're, a lot of agents, well, we tell agents you need at least several $1,000s to start this business to buy leads. And, a lot more, the more money you have, the more runway you give yourself, the better chance you have to make it. Okay. Now, if you don't have a lot of money, this is your ticket. Okay. Buy 500 leads, pay $500, make 5 to 10 sales, and build that war chest to reinvest into leads you want to work, whether that's inbound, whether that's TV leads, whether that's live transfers that we have, whether that's, Facebook ad management campaigns. You can do that by working these leads and just knowing that it's temporary, right? It's a means to an end. You got to grind it out for a few weeks, make those sales, but then you have that money. So we can work with lower budgets now if you're willing to grind it out and work these leads temporarily. Okay. It's a great lead if you're strapped for cash. So, I'd recommend these leads for agents as a, kind of a safety net if you're working Facebook leads in case something goes awry. I recommend these for agents who are strapped for cash, but have the grit to make a lot of dials and make this work. And I'd also recommend this for our AI dialing software. So we're, if you go a few weeks back, I give an example of an AI outbound dialer calling on this specific data here. Okay. So, AI qualified them. They confirmed they're between the ages of 50 to 85 and they want to speak with an agent, and it transfers to you. Okay. 1 out of every 17 leads on the AI dialer right now is being transferred. 1 out of 17. Basically a $17 transfer for lead costs. You have to factor in the cost of the AI though, so it's more than that. But that's what, with AI calling these leads a lot, that's what you can expect. Okay. So this is great if you want to develop your own transfers using our AI outbound dialing, where you just click a button, it dials, and it transfers people to you. It's great for that as well. And this is where I see a lot of use at Digital VGA, is agents using it for that. Okay, so guys, if you're interested in this lead, you can buy this lead. So guys, if you're interested in this lead, reach out to us at Digital VGA, schedule a call. If you're not with Digital VGA, we'll tell you more about it, our other lead platforms. And if you are with Digital VGA, it's right in your CRM. Go to order leads. You can order it right there. It's a bucket piece. It'll post directly in this, into your CRM in the states you're licensed in. And if you have any other questions, if you're with Digital BGA, just reach out to your brokerage manager. They'll have more information on this as well. And yeah, we're excited for this. And if you're a Digital BGA agency, you have access to these as well. Just reach out to a brokerage manager that you're connected with, and we'll show you how to get access to these. All right, everybody, if you have any questions, post them up in comments. We're really excited about this, and I think this will be a game changer for a lot of agents and really help a lot of agents get through the rough patches in their business, because we all hit them, and this is a good safety net.